That's repeated. All right, guys, welcome back. Stars Podcast here. Ron Jordan,
Aaron Diaz, good to see you.
And we have a special guest today, professional MMA fighter, Jason Cassius Mullen.
Whoa!
And thank you so much, man, for joining us.
Oh, glad to be here, man. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, absolutely. So how I know you is we were up at Monarch one time, and it was just an open mat, and we rolled, and then friended you on Facebook.
Yeah.
And you're relentless in your training.
You gotta be, man. You gotta be.
Absolutely. So, may I kind of run me through that, what you've been doing since the lockdown, because I know it's not normal training right now.
Yeah, it's not, man. Actually, I gotta credit the former owner of Monarch, Robert Hendrickson. His wife would run a CrossFit kind of like soccer mom workout class, I thought it was, and I got to class early, and that was still going on, and she invited me to do that. I didn't want to be rude. I'll be honest, I didn't think anything of it. I was like, okay, yeah, cool. I'll do the sandbag thing, whatever. And like that was the hardest thing I've ever done workout wise. Like if I was by myself doing that same workout, I would not have made it through it.
But, that's what I tell people all the time about
online.
kickboxing.
Yeah. So I bought my own sandbag after the gyms all closed, and I like recreated that whole workout basically. So I've just been doing the sandbag thing, running, hitting the bag. That's really it, though. That's all there is to do.
Yeah. Well, I saw you one night. You were out, 11 o'clock at night running. Said you just.
I do that, man. I do that. I'll just feel like I have to sometimes. I feel like I kind of honestly use it as meditation, though, because I have a lot of like confidence issues in myself. So like when I'm like running, I'll envision the success, like envision the making it and all the glory and all that, and it makes it all come to flourish. And the more I do that, the better.
Yeah, definitely big into visualization then whenever you're running. I love that part of running, the meditative part.
Yeah.
So do you listen to music at all when you're
running? Yeah, man. My attention span, hell yeah, dude. I know that crazy David Goggins guy. He's like, if you listen to music, you're cheating. Oh my God, call me a cheater then, bro, because I don't have the attention span. Listen to my feet and my breath.
Yeah. Absolutely. No, I get it. I totally get it.
Yeah, that'll drive me bananas, man. I have to have something.
I gotta shut the door real quick.
I got ADD, so like.
Bro.
Yeah, it's tough, man. Whenever you run without music, because
so tough.
It does get boring, but whenever you're outside, it's not as bad.
So like what are you listening to? Like, are you like
everything, dude? I like all music, really. Like, except for like country. I'm not the biggest country fan in the whole world, but like there's a lot of rap, a lot of rock on there. Dude, I got everything from like Young Dolph to Rage Against the Machine to the playlist is wild. It's all over the place.
Song right now?
Favorite song right now?
Yeah.
Man, I like so many songs. It's hard to pick, dude. I don't know. I'm about to pass on that one. I have too many options.
Good. Oh, good. So I have a claim to fame right now. I picked the top 2 of 5 songs of summer so far, and not to pat myself on the back, but
you're into the pop culture. You're in there.
I called it before they got popular.
Was it a country song? Or?
No. Watermelon Sugar is one of them.
Oh, yeah. Dude, my girlfriend be blasting that.
Yeah. Little Harry Styles in my life.
Oh.
And it's funny, too, just to get off subject, is there's this lip gloss that my wife has, and it's watermelon sugar. So I put an Insta story about it.
He's actually wearing it right now. He's wearing it right now.
He's wearing it right now.
Yeah, he kissed me earlier, so he knows what it tastes like.
He's got a little smudge on him.
You know it. So let's get back to you. You are a professional MMA fighter. And
it sounds so weird still.
That
sounds so weird. Yeah.
Does it?
Yeah, it does, man.
So take me back to 13-year-old Jason.
Oh God, that little asshole.
Tell me about that guy.
Dude, I would kick my own ass. If I met that kid right now, I'd kick his ass. He's a little prick. But man, I was just like, I'd be in the gym and I would know like the exact days until I turned 18, like the number, like 500, 700. And I would just know, because you fight MMA, you have to be 18. And I was waiting so long, bro. I was waiting and I was counting down the days. And I was about to turn 18 and we got my.
What made you at 13 want to count down the days to 18 to fight? I mean, what was that?
Because I mean, I was like 12 and I was at the boxing gym and I had a boxing match there and it was all right. Like I liked it a lot. I liked the people, but I wanted to do the MMA. You know what I mean? So like I found Andy online and I called CMA and I got in there and he said it was 18 to fight and I was like, shit, that sucks. That's like 5 years away, dude. And so I just waited. I just stuck with it. I didn't really miss a practice. And I just kind of stuck with it.
Did you do boxing?
To do it really bad. Yeah, I had like 4 boxing matches, I think, from like 12 to like 16, and then after that, they're kind of hard to find, the matches, because like they're in the winter time and the fall. There's not many amateur boxing matches. It's all in the summer, really, around here.
Got it.
And we had MMA fighters at the gym, and they wanted to have their fight schedule. They had pros and high-level amateur matches, you know.
Got it. So the training was more focused.
I also did
that we're doing MMA.
I also did a grappling tournament.
A single grappling.
When I was like 15 or 16, I did a grappling tournament. A tournament. And tournament. And only one kid in my bracket, like in my weight class, just
catching up.
So they had us do a best of 3, just the 2 of us.
Yeah. So you did a best of 3 with the one guy.
We did a best of 3 with this dude, yeah. Somehow I beat him. I got a little plaque. It was like that Slippery Rock College.
You're cutting out on us.
It's
like
Mr.
Roboto.
And that's 2 tournaments. I feel like I should do some more. I feel so behind the curve when it comes to jiu-jitsu. Like I feel like I just don't know anything. Like whenever I go to Monarch, like
this is tough.
I went yesterday. Oh my God, man. Jeez. And it's no one training like an asshole. They just like kept getting it. I kept giving it to them over and over again. It's this chess game I keep losing, and it's so frustrating. That's why I'm going there. I get smashed in there. Don't ever get that twisted. Everyone on Monarch fucks me up. Even the kids, bro.
I know. The kids are twice as dangerous, I feel. Because like they're little
one day
good.
It was packed in there during one of the classes, and it was like a no-gi day, and Robert was teaching, so you know it's going to be packed in there. And everybody already had a partner, and it was just me and this 13-year-old kid that didn't have a partner. We made eye contact. What am I going to do? Tell him no? So right. I was drilling with him, and he's like, "You're doing that wrong." And I was like, "Damn it." Fucking kid.
Hey, humble.
And he was right, too. I was like, shit, dude. Yeah, I'll make jokes about it for sure, but yeah, I'll learn from anybody. I really don't care.
Right.
I've got nothing to prove. I gotta let my mom out of the driveway. I'm gonna drive. I'll use my phone for 1 second. Don't judge me.
Oh, you're good. All good, man.
I do that all the time.
I'm good.
I was on that show the other day.
People hate on it, but they do it. I'm like, okay, bitch, like you're not addicted to your phone as I am.
Yeah, everybody's on their phone. You're in your driveway. It's all good.
Sometimes
Speaking of driving, dude, someone just hit my car like 2 months ago, and they had no car insurance, bro. Somebody totaled my car and had no insurance.
Are you in Ohio?
What an asshole. Yeah. Yeah.
It was funny because I was that guy.
With no insurance, you total somebody's car?
I didn't. Well, yeah.
You wrecked into somebody?
Yeah.
Oh, God, dude.
Bro,
that's a predicament.
Serious. It was a tough time because it was back. I mean, I was broke as a joke, going to school, had like 3 jobs. I was selling plasma. I was like doing whatever I can. And it was funny because
Yeah.
I got stolen like the week before. So I was riding around dirty as hell. Like I got a freaking cloth covering my ignition switch because someone busted it out, and just took it for a joyride. So
And they brought it back?
And no, I found it like around the corner, like,
Oh man.
but I couldn't afford insurance. Yeah, I thought I was good. So, hey,
Still gotta
I
get
was in a
around.
bad spot, man. I didn't know.
Yeah.
I didn't know. You live and you learn, I suppose.
Yeah. Young and dumb, you just take chances sometimes.
I actually had my car towed on me one time because my tags ran out. That was so awful. I paid so much money just to get my car back.
Yeah. Dude, there's this township in Ohio called Poland. It's like 5 minutes from my house, booth. Bro, they will pull you over for blinking too many times, bro. It's ridiculous. Like they're one of those. Like no one breaks the law there, so like they have to like pull everyone over to see like what's up, bro. They like, and then the BMV suspended the wrong Jason Mullen's license, and I got pulled over there, and it smelled like weed in the car. I'm not gonna lie to you. And he's like, "All right, Jason, now we're gonna play the honesty game." And I was like, "I don't like that game. I don't like the honesty game. I lose every time." And he's like, "Hey, bud, you're suspended." And I was like, "Nuh-uh." And he's like, "Yeah, huh? Why don't you go ahead and step out?" And I was like, "No, no." Instantly, I was like, "No, I don't want to go."
So you step out. What happens?
Dude, they towed my car because I was like, it's not suspended. I'm like, I haven't got a ticket in like years, bro. Like, there's no way it's suspended. He goes, well, that's what it's saying here. So they towed my car, and I called the BMV, and I brought a stack of paper evidence that I pay all my fucking shit on time. And I dropped it on the prosecutor's desk. Bam! And he's like, okay, we're just going to throw it out because I don't want to read all this shit. And I was like, nice.
Overwhelmed
Nice.
with paperwork.
Dude, I brought a stack.
Half of it was blank pages.
Half of it, 3/4 was like just some bullshit. Coloring pages, connect the dots.
Just stick it in between there.
Dude, but I swear, I was like, I don't know who that is.
They just mixed up the name, like you and another.
I guess, dude, but like they were basically like, oh, our bad. And I was like, well, what about my car? Like I had to pay $200 to get it out of impound, and they're like, well, that's on you, bud. And I was like, oh.
Oh, that's on me. Got it.
They're like, I'm like, what if I fucking sue you? And they're like, you'd lose. And I was like, oh, you're probably right. You're probably right. The BMV probably got some lawyers.
They probably have a couple lawyers on staff.
Your boy Jason does not.
So now that you're like caught up and like you're in a good spot, stay where you're at because we were losing you in and out. Go back to getting beat up by a 13-year-old at Monarch.
Dude, there's this little chick there, Annabelle.
Yeah.
She's a youngster, bro. Like one day I let her start with a triangle, like halfway locked in, because like, I'm gonna give her a chance to work. Bro. Yeah. If I didn't like really move my ass and like pick her up and put her like against the wall, dude, she would have choked me unconscious, like easily.
Oh yeah, Annabelle's no joke. Yeah, she's
both of my pro losses are to triangle choke. Both of them. It's crazy. It's an anomaly. So my triangle defense on paper is just shit. It's just I just wait it out. I'm like, oh fuck, I'm caught. I might as well just wait.
Yeah.
Dude, Robert gets so mad at me about that. He's like, you have to move. I'm like, nah, he'll let go.
He'll let go if I just.
He'll get tired and let go.
Sometimes they just don't let go. Like if you get caught in like Jeff's, you get caught in his.
Dude,
freaking
death sentence. Death sentence.
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
Like when I'm caught, I'll just chill out like super hard. I'll act like nothing's even happening. And sometimes people get thrown off by that and they'll actually let go. Not Jeff, bro.
No, and that's
Jeff's
actually
like,
a
fuck
good
you,
point.
bitch.
Yeah, he as soon as he catches you in it, he knows he's got you in the vice grip. That's actually a good way to do it though, like kind of mess with their mind being so calm. And they'll just readjust, and in that readjustment you make a move.
Dude, when someone's like not confident in their submission attempt, or their pass or their sweep or whatever it is, you can tell every time. You can tell.
Yeah.
Like,
So your stand-up game is definitely strong. I watched a couple of your fights, and I mean, you.
Oh, I appreciate that, man. Thank you.
Yeah, absolutely. You know, and I read the interview that you did. I think it was maybe 2 or 3 months ago.
Clay Glover, he's a good guy.
Yeah, for sure. And I was just reading through what you had said there, and you gave out exactly what you do.
Dude, I will pour my heart out to anyone who will listen. If you're interested, fuck it. You want to know, I'll tell you. I don't got nothing to hide from nobody, man.
Yeah, but that was like, I was reading and I'm like, damn, he just gave away his playbook.
Yeah, I don't care.
I love it.
You said like playbook, bro. Like sometimes like an amateur, like with a couple of fights, I like a fight show will ask me like, "You're a pro, right?" I'm like, "Yeah, somehow." I don't know how that happened. The qualifications aren't that hard, honestly.
How many amateur fights did you have before you turned
10.
10.
10, yeah. I had 3 while I was still in high school.
And didn't you lie about your age to get into a couple?
No, I tried. And Scott Corbin was like, no. He was like, no.
Yeah, that ain't happening.
Yeah, no way. Yeah, dude, this is really embarrassing. I like telling embarrassing stories about myself. So I'm in high school, and, you know, I'm not MMA kid. Like, everyone's like, oh, he does MMA or whatever. And it's my second fight. I won my first one, and no one gave a fuck. No one gave a shit. And I was like, okay, you fucks. That's cool. You fucks. Whatever. But then my second fight, I fought Cody Garbrandt's little cousin from fucking Team Alpha Male. They flew him into Ohio for an amateur fight. I was like, oh, looking back, I'm like, oh yeah, whatever. But like in the moment, I was terrified, dude. He had like an Instagram, and he had like a bunch of sponsors and a bunch of cool pictures, and like he had like he trained at Alpha Male, you know. He's with Cody, he does all the amenities. That spooked me, bro. That scared the fuck out of me. And he ended up TKO me in the first round just because I was scared. He ended up going like 5-2. I mean, he's a good guy. You know what I mean? I like Austin just fine, but like to this day, I think he only beat me because I was just like shell shocked by him.
Like that of your mind.
So anyway, but fuck that. Anyways, you get TKO'd in like 2 minutes or like a minute, whatever it was, and then you go back to high school on Monday. Bro.
Hater.
No one cared about that win, bro. But that loss, people were like, oh, so I heard you got knocked out on Saturday. I'm like, yeah, bitch, what'd you do, though? What? Okay. But I feel like if you can get through that kind of heat, you can get through just about anything.
Yeah, so how do you get through that negativity? Because I'm sure it's out there. Like,
fight again, dude. You better get back in there, motherfucker.
Yeah. So is that it? You just got to jump back on the horse and ride it again?
Yeah, you can't I think Conor McGregor said it, bro. He's like some people say like a loss will make or break you. Like, yo, I lost, now I suck. There is a little bit of that. Like when you lose a fight, you're like, oh, I fucking suck. I'm the worst fighter ever. It takes a day or two and you're over that shit. But then the wins, I've seen wins break people too. Like they think they're good enough, and then they'll stop trying to improve. You know what I mean? And then that's scary because when you stop trying to get better every day, you think you're perfect. That's not good, man.
Yeah, definitely. Like you feel at the top of your game, and then you're like, well, I mean, I got nothing else to succeed. You know, I'm just trying to do whatever I can. Like, but there's no more growth, so it's kind of good to get beat down, you know, or to like how you were saying with the triangle choke, that's one of your weaknesses. So what you do, you put yourself in these weakness positions so that you can try to like grow on them, correct?
That's exactly why I started going to Monarch, because like my head coach, Andy Belke, and Robert have been buddies since before I was even born, I think. You know, so Robert, of course, opened his gym to me with open arms. Just like Jake Lowry comes down to our gym sometimes, is cross training, you know.
Mm-hmm.
He opened his gym to me, and I'll always be I'll always like he'll always be in my good graces for that. Like I'll always owe him one no matter what, because I feel like my jiu-jitsu has gotten like just so much better since I started going. Because everybody is so good. There's like people there, they've all been here for like 6 months. It's not a normal 6-month guy.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, like 6 months at Monarch is like easily like a year or 2 years anywhere else.
Wow.
The respect level I have for Monarch guys are crazy.
Oh,
like, y'all, that Justin, oh my God.
Animals.
He fucked me up yesterday so bad.
Did he put you in the executioner?
I'm not sure what that is, but probably.
Yeah.
A lot of uncomfortable shit.
Yeah, that's his thing right now that he's working on all of us punks.
And then fucking Ken, blind wizard. He's blind as a bat, but he'll fuck you up. He just like feels where you're at. And dude, he submitted me twice with a wrist lock when I was on top in side control yesterday.
That's what I mean.
That's just such a kick in the nuts.
That's the thing about jiu-jitsu, man. Like, you can feel like you're such a dominant position, and one limb gets out of whack, and all of a sudden you're like, holy shit, that really hurts. I need to submit.
Absolutely. Yeah. But it just kind of goes back to when I was that little kid at practice in the pro practice, you getting beat up by grown men. Like, I've always like been getting beat up and learning the hard way. So like when I go to a place like Monarch for the first time and I'm like, okay, I just got schooled by everybody, I'm gonna keep coming back every time. And when I stop, if I just dominated, I wouldn't come back because there's no point.
Mm-hmm.
I don't ever want to be the best in the room ever. That's the worst thing for you.
Yeah, that's something that we talked about before, about being the best in the room. And just to have, martial arts, period, makes you humble. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, because everybody's starting from the beginning. Like, these guys were white belts at one time. And, people, like, there's so much personal growth that happens in martial arts. Like, just makes you like, all right, yes, I've been choked out by a 13-year-old, but I'm back the next day. You know what I mean? Like, you're trying to excel. Like Ron has said, when you guys are leveled up on the mat, it doesn't matter how big you are, how strong you are. It doesn't matter how much you make. It doesn't matter what lifestyle you have at that time. It's you equals right there, bro.
Yeah. 100%. Like some people get addicted to that, like being the best in the room, because I've been in an MMA gym for like most of my life at this point. So like I've pretty much seen every type of person there is in gyms, bro. Some people only want to train with people that they're better than, so they can like show out on them. Like, you need a little bit of that though. Like, you need a little bit of beating up on the new guy, but then you also need to pay your dues and get your ass whooped by the veteran that's been there longer than you. Like, you got to have a happy medium. You can't go too hard in either direction, because if you only fuck with guys who are way better than you with no success, like, you have to have some confidence. Everyone's like afraid to be confident. They don't want to be called cocky, but like, you need to be a little bit confident, because if you shoot an armbar at me and you're not confident, it's not going to work.
No, not at all.
No.
That's an interesting point. So a lot of folks do shy away. Like, everybody wants to be this humble guy now. It seems like that's the thing to be popular in the world of MMA and just in the world in general. But I think a little bit of confidence, you have to. I remember just sharing a story about myself. Like, I remember being on the baseball field. I was a pitcher, and I would fuck off on the mound all the time. Like, I would flip the ball back and forth on my arms, like just a weird thing I did to psych people out, because I did have confidence. And I think, just like you seeing that guy from Alpha Male fly in and have all the sponsors, I think it does something for you. I mean,
yeah, dude, it
does.
It absolutely does. I mean, now I wouldn't give two fucking fucks about that, but like 18-year-old Jason, who's been like waiting to do this like his whole life, I was like, oh shit, this dude's legit.
Sure.
But and he still is. Like, I'm not saying he's not, but I'm saying I could have won that fight. You know what I mean? I mean, there's a couple of fights where I'm like, I just wasn't confident, or like I was like psyched out, or like I beat myself.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I'm sure and then there's one that I just think that guy was just straight up better than me, But Alex Johnson, dude, that man, dude, he is so strong. He was such a good grappler. He beat me by decision, and then like 3 days later went on and like won Naga expert division.
Oh, no kidding.
He's just so strong, bro. Like, I have a pretty active guard, if you remember. I like to do a lot of stuff, and it's like he just like grabbed my leg and was like, "No, bitch." And like, it just like, someone grabs you and you're like, "Okay, that's different."
Yeah.
Oh,
Those are some big, strong hands on me.
He's definitely been throwing around bales of hay and people for a long time. I shook his hand before the fight, and I was like, "Oh my god, dude, you got some mitts there."
You got some mitts there. Dude, you're freaking hilarious. So do you have any fights scheduled right now?
No, I wish, dude.
Yeah.
I fucking wish, man.
So how does that
But
work? Do you just stay in fight shape all year?
yeah. Oh no, I mean, hold on now. I do get thick. There's been a couple times where your boy Jay got a little thick, but like, yeah, like,
'Cause
won't
said
go
you
into the
got-
number
you got
details,
like
but
30 pounds to fight.
yeah. One time I made 45, and I'm not sure how I did that.
Yeah.
I think it was a mix of me willing to die and the scale being a little bit wrong, because if all the stars didn't align, I was not making weight. I was like 145 and a half. You know, pros can be a pound over, so I was like, I'm in there.
Yeah.
And I got right in Fadi Schumann's face, and I said, I cried in the sauna today. And he's like, me too. And I was like, oh, it's going to be a good one then. We're both dying to make this weight.
Dude, the dedication that it takes to make weight it boggles my mind. What
I consider fighting at 185 every time.
Yeah. What is the
Every time.
draw? What is the like? Is it just because you want to be stronger at that lower weight class? Is that?
I think it's honestly, bro. It's like not. I didn't wrestle in high school or anything, but I feel like wrestling, like it kind of like instilled that where like you have to be the biggest guy in the smallest weight class. Like I said, I made 45 once, and I fought Mr. Fadi Schumann, who's a savage. And I didn't feel good. It didn't feel optimal to me. I still did good in the fight. It was a really good fight. It's on YouTube. But I feel really better at 55. 55, it's a little bit of a struggle, but not too much. And I feel pretty good at 55. I still feel like I'm a small 55 though, because I'm short. I'm like 5'9" if you're being generous.
Okay.
I'm a short 5'8".
Yeah.
But
Yeah. A long 5'8", a short 5'9", huh?
That's right, dude. That's right.
So, like, whenever you decide on what weight class you want to be in, is it just because that's where the fights are, or that's where you feel the most comfortable?
That's where I feel the most comfortable. There's no way I can make 45 again. Like, and now hold on. If the UFC called and they were like, "Hey, bud, we need you at 45," I'm like, I'm there already.
Yeah.
I'd lie and say I'm 10 pounds away from that. I'd lie hard as fuck. Really, I'm like 190 pounds.
Yeah.
But
so what's the biggest difference between the amateur side of MMA and the professional side of MMA? What is the biggest step up or role change that's impacted?
Well, what I will tell you is I'm equally as terrified as I was when I was an amateur, still terrified to the bone before I fight. It's just like because like I said, I've been training with pros since like my first day. Pros that like didn't really understand you don't break the 14-year-old kid's nose at practice.
Oh, yeah.
So like I was getting kicked in the head, elbowed, knee in the face for a long time. So like I feel like all of my arsenal is like available now. Whereas like before, like I remember in my fights when I fought Jake Miller, who's not my biggest fan. There was a moment in the fight where I was like, oh, head kick's right there, but I had to throw it to the leg instead. So like, I remember thinking stuff like that when I was an amateur, but now I'll just throw a limb at your face and hope for the best.
Yeah.
Like my first pro fight, it's on my Facebook. I threw like 7 or 8 head kicks in the first 3 minutes of the fight. I had to get it all out. I was like, I can finally do it.
Yeah, you do a lot of kicking for it's more of a kickboxer style that you have.
Well, it's high kicks, like, right? So what's your what background you thinking there? Like, you have some taekwondo? You got karate?
For sure. Yeah, because my head coach is a Shotokan black belt. That's like that blitz. You know what I mean? That's where I get that blitz from. My legs are both different. Like my front leg, I can do like taekwondo, karate style, like no load up, just like fast touch kicks. But then my rear leg is more like Thai style, where I like chop, and it's like real like brute force. But, like my lead, like I do stuff like crescent kicks or like a front kick. Stuff like nothing super hard, but it'll touch you. And then the second leg is the more. It was just like that from the beginning, and I can't do vice versa. It doesn't work.
Yeah, I think I was watching one of your fights on YouTube, and I thought I saw a spinning sidekick in there.
Most likely.
Yeah.
My first fight, I
favorite,
did
man.
my first fight, I was a
Embarking.
ripe like 18 years old, and I did a Superman punch off the cage in my very first.
Highlight reel. Day
So
one.
yeah, off the rip, bro.
You just
You
freaking
gotta
throw
go
stuff
for it,
out there and see what works.
dude. You miss all the flashy shit you don't throw. And
Yeah.
that's so subjective because if you miss, you're an idiot. But if you land it, you're a genius.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So whenever you're going through the fight, I mean, is it just really fluid? You're reacting. Are you more on the offensive? Because from what I saw, it was more you push forward, you keep the pace going.
Yeah, I'm really confident in my conditioning. It didn't really show in my Fadi Schumann fight, because of the 45-pound weight cut. Now he still beat me fair and square. I will never blame the weight cut. He beat me fair and square. Good for him. But when I pushed the pace at 55, I feel like I have equal cardio, if not a little bit better than everybody else's. Because I'm just able to push super hard. I want to go forward and kind of like a Tony Ferguson. I just want to drown you because it makes my job easier. It's easier to go forward than it is to go backwards. You get worn out going backwards real quick, so it's easier just to go forward.
Why do you think that is? That it's easier to go forward than backwards? I've never heard that.
Well, think about it, man. You've been walking straight forward your whole life. You don't walk backwards too often, except when you're fucking around. You try to walk a mile backwards, it's way harder than walking a mile forward.
Yeah.
That might be placebo
sense.
effect or something. I don't know, but
It's kind of funny because now me being older, I mean, I'm 44 years old, right? So I would probably be the walking backwards person just because I have to be strategic,
yeah. No, yeah, I'm not hating on other styles. Other styles, everything works in my opinion.
Bro,
Everything works. People say,
I'm nowhere near a freaking amateur or nothing, but I think is that going to change as you get older? Are you going to be like, well, you know what? I got to be a little better with my punches because the dude, say that a guy is just as aggressive as you, you're just going to clash in the middle.
Have you had that happen yet?
Yeah. When I fought Jeremiah Yeager, it was 2 fights ago. That gentleman comes to throw hard punches. That's what he likes to do. I'm pretty confident. I've been training for a long time. I've seen a lot of different styles in the gym. You know what I mean? So I'm able to I really don't ever like to have a game plan. I like to just take what I see, and there's always something. Everyone's always giving you something. You just have to figure out what it is. You have to go. I might have, if I have to go backwards a little bit to catch you, great. I'd rather not, but great, because when you back straight up, there's not really much offense from there. If I ever back up, it's going to be to an angle.
Right.
Because and that's the difference between my striking. That's the one thing I'm a little bit arrogant about is the striking is because Ohio, PA, West Virginia, these are the states I'm fighting in. They're all wrestling states. Everyone who fights that's really good or in this area are grappling based. That's a fact. And they it's little things they'll stand right in front of me, which isn't the worst, but they'll stand right on center line, and it's easy to hit them. And I'm not on center line, so it's a little bit harder to hit me. So it's 70-30. I can hit you, you can hit me, and they just don't do those ratios in their head like that. Like their footwork's a little bit off. Like I said, they'll stand right in front of me to make my job a little bit easier. They don't understand his angles, stuff like that.
Is that also something that you learned in boxing?
It's the little tiny things with striking. Yeah, my head coach is super into the footwork, man. Super move. People, you can't throw a combination. I see a lot of this. People will throw a really good combination. They'll throw good. People around here, they have good technique, but they don't move, man. They'll throw a combination and stay right there.
Yeah.
Well, there's life after this combination. The world does not end after. Get to the side. Pick a side. Everyone says don't circle into the power side. Why not? It's dangerous. It's a fight, bro.
Yeah.
It's already dangerous.
I've always wondered that too because
be aware.
You never want to be
aware,
at the
bitch.
end of a punch. So why wouldn't you go towards that power side and decrease the likelihood of being on the end of the punch?
Yeah. And people look at like they're like, don't circle the power side. It's power side is dangerous. I'm like, well, you're already fighting. It's already dangerous. Just be aware that you're circling that side. You might even give them the opening. Like I've been known for giving openings just so I know what you're gonna do.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like if I put my hand over here, obviously a straight punch is not an option. So it's gonna be a round strike. At least you know that much. So it's easier to defend a little bit.
So you're constantly eliminating one or two avenues of attack for them.
Definitely a chess game, bro. It's definitely a chess game.
Yeah,
For sure.
and that wasn't
think ahead.
18-year-old Jason though.
No, fuck no. Fuck no.
So when does when do you feel like that transition really happened for you? Can you pinpoint
my
fight?
It's like it's so like splotchy, you know what I mean? Because like 14 fights, it kind of sounds like a little bit of fights, but like it's not that much in the grand scheme of things. You know, 4 pro fights really isn't shit. I feel like I keep like almost getting it. Like I'll be in the gym. Everyone's a savage in the gym. Congratulations. That doesn't matter. That's like kissing your fucking cousin. It doesn't count, bro. Congratulations. But it's like the fight time. Like I'm still like it's all mental with me. Like anyone who knows me well, like my head coaches or like my family, they see it, bro. Like it's just not. But spurts, I'll say fuck that and I'll let it go, and then I get knockouts in 20 fucking seconds. But like I just gotta get over this last hurdle, and there's just one more thing in my way. It's not like a skill thing; it's the mental. I suffer from like no confidence and just like horrendous self-doubt. That's a cancer, dude.
How we've talked to 3 different professional fighters on here so far, and you all have the exact same hurdle. Is the like
yeah,
it doesn't
scary.
matter. It almost is like it doesn't matter how many times you fight. It doesn't matter how many times you win. There's always a doubt in your mind, like the brakes are gonna come off today.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
You know, like
but
today's the day where my hands are gonna be so heavy I can't punch.
Yes. Dude, one time, dude, one of my amateur fights, I told my coach and he like slapped me in the head. I'm like, what if I forget to throw a hard shot? He's like, what are you fucking talking about? I'm like, what if I forget? I don't know. I'm like, what do you mean?
Yeah. What if I forget how to fight, you know?
Remember you saw Darren Till when he just fought Kelvin Gastelum recently. He said backstage he was trying to think of any reason he could fake an injury and not go out there.
Oh wow.
He came out and admitted that. Yeah, he said that, bro. And that I felt that. Yeah. I felt that. It was Holly Holm said that every time she fights, she hopes a meteor hits the building so she doesn't have to fight.
Oh.
Dude, that is very real. That is the realest
like
I've ever seen.
Every fighter out there.
We don't want to lose so bad. Like yeah, no shit. But like, dude,
yeah, of course,
so bad. We don't like, and and that's the cancer. When you don't want to lose more than you want to win, that's when it all comes crashing down, bro.
That's a really good point. And it was funny because Tony Blauer, you ever heard of Tony Blauer?
No, sir.
Okay, so Tony Blauer's been doing this since the 80s. He was like he created something called the Spear System, and he was like a fight coordinator for Rocky. So like he's been doing this for a while, and we lost him. You there? Okay.
No, I was checking my battery percent.
All right. So he's been doing this for a while, and he come up with this thing. It's fuck fear. You know, it's like you embrace it, you acknowledge it, you try to figure out, and there's an acronym for it. And I'm sorry, Tony Blauer, of course you're listening. Just like he's just like, hey, know where your strengths are, and then just go to that strength. So let's say like you have exceptional cardio. You'd be like, don't think about fighting 3 rounds, think about fighting 1. Or don't think about hitting 17 leg kicks. Think about hitting 1, the one that connects.
Yeah.
And that's when you start to build that confidence. I mean, you do it subconsciously. You know, you do it subconsciously. You're like, oh man, this jab is really taking it to him. You know, he's going to shoot, and I'm defending it every time. You know, what I mean? So you're getting that confidence each time, because I see you at like the fights that I've seen you in, like your confidence is there. Like I was just
That's a show, dude. That is a lie. That is bravado, dude. That's like so much lying going on.
But when you throw your punch or when you throw your kick, I mean, you're going all in because you know, like, this is gonna work. I've been watching.
Oh, I'm trying to kill you.
Yeah.
That is absolutely what I want. I want to hurt you, and I don't like to hurt people. Like I've only been in one street fight ever, believe it or not, and it was not on my terms. That guy had an issue with me, and I was like, I don't know what to do. I don't know the rules. Like I don't know what this is like. And but like I feel like I earned the right to hurt people in the cage because I didn't have the easiest childhood. I don't want to like to talk about it too much, but. And I dealt with a lot of pain, a lot of darkness there. You know what I mean? And I work so hard every day. I like to get to that point where I just want to quit. Like my muscles fail and I can't do anymore. And I do one more. Just got to push that one more in there, just a little bit farther. I feel like that gives me the right to hurt somebody. I feel like I have to earn that a little bit.
Yeah. And you know what? Like the demons or something that you have, that's probably what's giving you your fear, bro. I mean,
Yeah.
I'm not a psychologist or anything, but you know what I mean?
Yeah, it's
also interesting too that you've channeled you're self-aware enough. And we talk about this all the time on the podcast is being self-aware and know better, do better is kind of the tagline for it. So you know that is an I don't want to say a negative about your personality, but it's just something in your personality that you want to overcome.
Yeah.
Just freaking owning it is absolutely a step that most folks don't take. And then you've taken even a step further and you've put value on giving yourself permission only through hard work to express it.
Yeah,
which is
the nail on the head there.
Yeah, that's like it's a systematic approach to overcoming that doubt in yourself that I applaud you for, because a lot of folks, they just can't get to that point, even to take the step and say, hey man, like I'm nervous as shit going in there, or I'm not as confident as everybody thinks I am, even though that I train my ass off. It's still in you.
Mm-hmm.
You've given yourself
permission,
you gave yourself permission to express it in a way that is appropriate.
Yeah, he hit the nail on the head there. It's absolutely right.
Yeah, I mean,
I love that.
Yeah,
I mean, that's a mindset that's worth teaching.
Yeah, man, you've seen me at Monarch, dude. I'm always trying to be everyone's friend, bro. It's like that self-doubt thing, bro. I didn't have like a whole lot of friends when I was younger because I was weird or whatever.
Yeah.
But like now I just want to have like all the friends, and I'm always really, really worried about what everyone's thinking about me. Like I always think people hate me randomly. It's not true, but like I'm like, oh, Robert hates me today. But there's no reason I think that. But like that sucks, dude. That sucks to be stressed out about that all day. But at least I know my issues and I'm trying to work on them.
Yeah.
But once I conquer that mental thing, bro, people are just in trouble. Like, I'm not going to say anything crazy or mean to anybody about what I'm going to do to them or something. But like people are going to be in trouble. When I figure out this mental gap, people are in trouble, dude.
Have you ever thought about seeing a sports psychologist about it? Like Michael Bisping, he had talked about
it. Yeah, I just try to look it up. There's not really any like around me, man, that I would give credibility to. They're all like regular psychologists, which I have a lot of respect for, but like when athletes are like so different.
I know it.
Different, and you have to like really understand that. And I wouldn't want to talk to someone who hasn't competed in a sport. You know what I mean? If I feel like if I look at your thing, I feel like you haven't competed, I'm like, well, fuck you a little bit. Just a little bit.
It's also like the same thing for a veteran, you know what I'm saying? Like that went off to combat. You can't talk to somebody that's not a veteran and never went to combat. You see where I'm at?
Yeah. Absolutely.
Because some people that even say, hey, look, yeah, I know what you're feeling. But like, my man, you don't know shit. Like, you don't know me.
You don't.
I think on the other side of it, though, just to play devil's advocate with both of you, is like pain is pain type of thing. And also like loss is loss. So, and like,
Yeah.
the feeling is the same no matter what the reason is. Like, the feeling is still the same, whether it's because, you know, your mom left you when you were 4, or you went to Iraq and saw your buddy.
Yeah.
Like for that singular person, it's the end of the world, no matter what the reason is. So it's just something to. I like playing double on a
Yeah, you're absolutely right, man.
I think a sports psychologist, though, somebody who's been in the MMA world or has overcome similar things. Because I actually just talked to my wife yesterday about this. I said I'm waiting for the day that my legs don't work anymore and I can't run anymore. Then what happens to my identity then? Because, like, I'm a runner. That's how I get my cardio. So like, I break my leg or I get into a car accident and all of a sudden, like, I don't have use of my legs anymore. Like, what does that do for, like, what does that do for my identity? And I think that's
negative things.
But I think that's what most of the fighters are struggling with, because you put so much time and effort into that identity of being an MMA fighter, you never want to lose it.
Yeah, I don't, bro. I don't ever want to lose that shit.
Exactly.
Are you kidding me, dude? Retirement scares the fuck out of me, dude.
Yeah.
Hell no, dude. Like,
so you go.
I want to have 50 pro fights so bad. I want to get to that 50 number so bad.
Is that your goal then, 50?
That's not like my only goal, but like that's like a sub goal. You like having 50 pro fights. No one can really say shit to you after 50 pro fights. Like, that's pretty tough. That's a big hurdle.
Now, can you get 50 pro fights without going into the UFC or Bellator or some bigger?
For sure. You can have 50 fights on a local circuit for sure, but like I've wanted to be in the UFC since I saw it in the 3rd grade. I saw UFC when I was like in the 3rd grade, and I knew right away that's what I wanted to do. That's where I want to be. You know, and I feel like I'm gonna be there. Huh?
Who were you watching the fights with when you were?
My dad.
Your dad?
Yeah.
So, is he big into combat sports too? Is he still around?
No, he doesn't really watch it. He comes to my fights, but like he's not really like super. Like, he used to be into it, but he just kind of like lost interest a little bit.
Probably because his boy's in it. He doesn't want to watch any more.
Yeah.
It's a dangerous game, man.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is.
How do you minimize the danger?
Well, it's like like I said, I've pretty much experienced it all. Like, I've gotten concussions. You know, I've had submission losses, TKO losses. I broke my jaw at practice when I was 17.
Did it have to get wired?
I feel like I got plates and screws actually, but like it just. I feel like I've pretty much been through a lot, so it's not like this one guy I'm fighting is going to show me something I've never seen before. I've been hurt. I've won fights. I've lost fights. Well, what else is there, you know?
There's definitely a winner and a loser. So
yeah.
So what's your like what are you looking at yourself in like 5 years? You like what? I'm UFC.
Yeah. I'll be in the UFC by the end of next year.
My man.
That's 100%.
So what are you doing to get there? Like, do you have a manager that's actively pursuing that? What does that look like?
No, my head coach Andy right now finds all my fights and stuff. But me and my teammate, my coach is gonna be pissed. I'm telling you this, but fuck it. It's like okay. Here, I'll tell you. Whenever I like a fighter like Gilbert Burns, I just got super into Gilbert Burns. I want to know what his favorite color is. I want to know where his mama lives. I want to know what his daily thing. I want to know everything about him. So I'm a real fan of him. So I'm gonna tell y'all, fuck it. Me and my teammate Cleavon Hill are going to Colorado for the month. We're leaving on Friday, and we're training at Factory X with like Anthony Smith and James Krause and all them.
No way.
Yeah, Mark Montoya, the coach out there, looked me and Cleavon up, and he said he likes what he sees some real potential. He seems like we've been well trained. He gave a lot of props to Andy and CMA as a whole.
Yeah.
We're gonna go out there for the month. And hope it's a good fit. We're going to do 3 practices a day, stuff like that. And I'm going to be around people who want it as much as I do. And that's going to be something very foreign to me. And I can't fucking wait to compete with those guys every day. you know how I train, bro. I'm gonna compete with you, but it's in a friendly way. It's very friendly. I don't got nothing against anybody.
Yeah,
bro.
dude,
So
congratulations, first off, man. That's amazing.
Yeah, it's gonna be great, man. It's big because I've been all over the East Coast, all up and down. Everyone has, but I've never been west, even to Indiana. So, and I'm driving 1,200 miles to go to this gym, and I'm like, I saved up a bunch of money. You know what I mean? I'm just gonna, and I'm going for the month, and then I'm gonna come back for like 2 months or so, and then I'm probably gonna permanently move out there because I need to be in a place where people are already where I'm trying to be.
Yep.
man,
It's
bro,
nothing against CMA, bro. CMA, I'll recommend
Oh,
that gym to anybody. You know,
Yeah.
they got me started, but there's no one there besides me and Cleavon that want to put in 7 days a week, 8 times a day. You know, it's like
Yeah.
I'm in everyone's text, everyone's DMs. Hey, bro, come to practice today. Hey, come today. Come. I shouldn't have to do that. And at a place like Factory X, I don't have to beg you to come to practice.
bro.
And I used to catch
Here is-
myself getting mad at people. I'll say nasty things to them. I'll call them an idiot or a pussy or something when they choose things like a family dinner or like a birthday party instead of practice. Those aren't bad choices. But the fact of the matter is you were not at practice. And
Right.
this has to take the front seat.
Yeah,
You know, and
if you're trying
be late to the dinner, man. Be late to the birthday party. Come to practice. But that's not fair to me.
You're talking exactly to me because I missed practice yesterday because I went to a birthday party.
I was there, and you were.
I know you were there.
I was there, Mitch.
I know
No,
you were
that's
there.
fine.
I was so
But
mad.
you also don't walk around saying you want to win ADCC.
No.
If I heard you say that, I'd be on your ass.
Well,
But you can't tell me you had these aspirations, and then I see because we have guys at CMA. I'm not going to name drop because I love them to death.
Yeah,
they're my family, but they're holding themselves back because like they'll be great. Like they don't see how great they are. They're fucking great, dude. But then they'll come 2 days a week, 3 days a week, and I'm like, man, if you gave me 5 days a week for 2 months, bro, oh my god, you'd be 3-4-0 easily. But they can't invest in it because they're not as invested as me. They don't want to be. I'm willing to be broke as fuck and train all day, but like that takes a special kind of person, and I'm trying to get better at not getting so angry about that. But
right.
it comes from I want to save them from themselves. Because remember, bro, I've been there since I was 13, so like I've seen people come and go, bro. If you're at a martial arts school for 6 months, you see a lot of new faces after 6 months, bro.
Oh, yeah.
I've seen it all. I've seen them fail. I've seen them succeed. I've seen it every way it can go, I feel like. So I know what you got to do. And they don't listen to me. And I'm like, bitch, I'm going to grab their ear and drag them to practice. Get the fuck in the car. I'll go to your house. Get in the fucking car. We're going to practice. Get in the car.
Bro, so that right there,
That.
that's your confidence, man. Like you should really like you going off to Colorado and like slashing, beating people up to come to practice and stuff. Like you are putting so much energy to for like positivity and confidence because of what you want to do. Bro, you should start stoking that fire because that's a big up for you to go to Colorado and to put.
Yeah, I'm excited, dude. It's gonna be great. It's gonna be great, dude. I can't wait to be over there and get beat up by those guys, man.
Yeah.
Because I'm not gonna lie to you, bro. Whenever we get a new guy that's like had a couple fights, you know, he's coming in from Pittsburgh or wherever, I'll be like, bet. That means I get to get let off my leash a little bit. But like when I hear you're a pro, oh God, bro, I'm gonna slam you. I'm gonna kick you in the head. I'm gonna see what you're about because that's what I would do. So I welcome the ass beating when I first go up there. I welcome it.
Yeah.
Please,
like an
more.
initiation, really.
I'm. If I didn't think I was gonna get beat up, I wouldn't go.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get fucking schooled there. That's why I'm going though.
You're so open to it though. That's the part that makes me really appreciate you and want to follow you as a fighter because and become a fan of yours. Just because of that. I love that mindset of, dude, I'll go through whatever to accomplish whatever my goals. And your goals right now are to become a UFC fighter and go and fight 50 fights. And you're willing to put yourself in the most uncomfortable foreign situations to make it happen, dude, I applaud that 100%.
Thank you, man. Thank you a lot for that, man.
Yeah.
That means everything. Every compliment means so much. Dude, my girlfriend, I've been with her for 3 years. She'll tell this story the day she dies, bro. On our first date, I sat her down at a Dunkin' Donuts place, and I was like, "Listen, I'm gonna tell you exactly what I want out of life in this relationship, and I want to hear what you want out of it. And if it doesn't match up, I'm gonna pay the bill and I'm just gonna leave. But if it does match up, great." And she was like, "Cool." And it synced up perfectly. I was like, I want to fight. I'm going to do this 50 hours a week. You know, this fighting kind of takes the front seat a little bit. I can share the front seat with you, but you have to be down. Like, you have to understand, I'm going to be moving one day to a big gym, and I'm going to be doing this and that. And she was down with it, and she supported me through it all. And it's been fine. We don't have any problems with that.
Being honest, how about that?
Yeah, dude, I'm not fucking around. Like, I don't want to play no games. Like, you know, girls, like, they won't text you back for a few hours, and that bothers you.
Yeah.
To be honest, it fucking bothers you. And I don't like that shit.
Yeah.
That's annoying. I don't want to play a game and be someone I don't have to be. That's stupid.
Bro,
High school shit.
When you really got somebody like in your corner that's standing by you, man, like that's strong, because we are not meant to go through life by ourselves. That's what I
don't know.
You know,
bro, if I'm driving in the car, it's a 10-minute drive, I'm gonna call somebody. I'm gonna call somebody.
Yeah, I love that.
What are you doing?
You training?
What's going on?
I'm going to train. I'm coming to your house.
I'm on the way to your house. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm coming to pick you up.
For
No,
sure.
my buddy Cleavon Hill, that's come with me to Colorado. He was in a situation where he wasn't able to drive for the year, and I took him to practice every day. I took him home every day. Not that he lives far; it's like a 10-minute drive from my house, kind of on the way. But I still made a point every time I went to the gym. I made sure he got there too, because I see something in Cleavon. Cleavon wants to do it, man. He's very good. That kid has a set of hands, bro. That guy hits so hard. He knocked out and I have a lot of respect for Byron Norwood, but he knocked out Byron Norwood in the first round in like a minute and a half, and that kid has been at strong style his whole fucking life. Wow. You know, so everyone, and I'm not gonna diss on any gym ever, bro, but strong style is a big gym that has a big name. And CMA, we're trash. We're supposed to be garbage because no one knows who we are. But then we beat someone like that, and everyone's like super shocked, but I'm not. Like, just because you have a big name, a big fancy gym, it doesn't mean anything. You know, Andy coaches great fighters, man. Andy, we have a 2-time pro Muay Thai world champion, Davis Horatio, who has numerous MMA fights as well. And we don't have a Muay Thai program.
Yeah.
We just do all of our striking. Like, we like barf it all out. Like, it's just all combined, everything. And he got 2 pro Muay Thai world titles out of it. And it's funny, we haven't done a day of traditional Thai in our fucking lives. So we're in the corner fucking laughing, dude, because his opponents are doing the whole, like, dance thing, and there's the music going on.
Right.
We don't know how to do that shit. We don't know anything about
We're not traditional.
No, fuck no. We came to punch somebody in the face.
I know the rules, and I know how to fight, so let's go.
Know the rules is like being generous. We didn't know all of them. You know, a couple. we got I would actually, speaking of Muay Thai, dude, I would love to compete in that 1FC. They got the Muay Thai with MMA gloves on.
Yeah.
Woo! If they had somebody like my skill level, I'd do it. Everyone does that, has like 450 fights. So it's not like plausible right now, but like,
well,
it's a cool dynamic because think about it, like good strikers with a boxing glove on, it's not as dangerous as an MMA glove. You got MMA gloves on in a cage with Muay Thai rules. That gets scary. There's like a 90% knockout ratio or something. It's crazy over there.
They've been doing it since they were 6, bro.
Looks like it hurts, bro. Looks like it hurts.
Yeah, for sure.
It's like it hurts.
Yeah, the tiny gloves, man. That's where it's at.
I love Muay Thai as a sport, bro. It's so cool because, like, if you ever go to an event, I highly suggest it because, like, it's so different than an MMA event because, like, it's quiet, dude. Kickboxing and Muay Thai, it's quiet because people actually understand they're watching something. And they sit and they only make sound when something happens. Like, hey, and like a body kick happens. Hey, fuck. but like it's like quiet other than that, and it's like a whole other eerie thing. It's so cool to be around people that like have respect for both athletes as a whole, and it's not like, oh, the winner's great and the loser sucks. Not like that at all, man.
Yeah.
The MMA though, MMA, dude, you can feel the animosity in the parking lot, dude. You can feel like these boys, you can feel it.
Yeah, when you can hear it whenever the guys walk out too.
Yeah.
Aside from right now, because there's no fans, but I think
Which I love, dude. I love it. It's so creepy. You hear everything, dude. Like, well, dude, I cannot believe that Justin Gaethje beat Tony Ferguson. Well, like, I can believe it, but like, I thought Tony was that boy, dude. I was balls deep in Tony Ferguson, bro. I was a dick rider hard, bro.
Yeah.
I was like, he's great.
He's great. I picked him too. I just didn't think I just didn't think Justin could keep the pace, and he actually pushed the pace.
But I've changed dicks. Now I'm on Justin's. I've changed laps to sit on. I'm on Justin's now. I'm a front runner. Yeah. What can I say? I like.
Who do you want to see him fight?
Khabib, bro. That's the fight.
You think so?
Even though people lie and say they want to fight Khabib, you're fucking crazy.
Yeah.
I mean, fuck it. If UFC was like, hey, Jason, we'll give you $100,000 to fight Khabib right now. I'm like, all right.
Game on.
Fuck it. Fuck it. I'm going to do an M&I rule, bro. Fuck it. He would not see that shit coming.
Yeah, if you were going to fight him, what would you do right out of the gate?
Do something crazy, dude. You have to.
Yeah.
He's not going to – like, no, I'm not saying I would get anywhere close to finishing the heel hook of the M&I rule, but, like, I'd do it just because fuck it.
Yeah.
He's not going to expect it. And this is what I think about Khabib. If I was a coach and I was, like, coaching one of y'all to fight him, this is what I'd say. Let's do it differently. Because everybody is just trying to get up. It's not going to happen, okay? You have to do a submission attempt, like maybe go for a Kimura or a guillotine or something to get him to move. You're not going to get it. You're not going to finish it, I don't think. But you'll make him have to move. Mm-hmm. Everyone's just trying to get up, bro. Maybe you go for a Kimura, he defends. Now you have the space to get up. But I feel like his pressure is, like, so immense and so crazy. They're like, oh, my God. I'm sure easier said than done. I don't have the recipe or anything like that, but
yeah,
might as well try something different.
Your legs, it almost seems like it's game over. Once he wraps his legs and then comes
game
and slices
game set match.
Yeah,
it's like that fucking smoke serve on the Wii tennis. You ever play that?
Yeah, you can't hit it.
No can defend, bro.
Aces,
dude. I'll do it every time. Wii Sports, bro. I'm nasty.
Yeah.
Nasty, bro.
At my whenever I was at the group home for the boys, we would play Wii Sports. I remember when we got those Wiis donated to us, and we got
the best Wii game, the sports.
Oh, of course,
it's the best out of any of them.
You want to get a kid to comply? Say we're gonna play Wii bowling. Chores are done.
They don't want to smoke in Wii bowling, bro. I'll get a strike every time.
You get a strike every time.
Every time, but you got to go all the way to the side and then like angle it.
Angle it in.
Strike every time.
You're all about the angles, man.
Yeah, I'll throw a 94-mile-an-hour fastball on the baseball every time. You just go, just go, nah.
Hey, you're into Warzone too, right?
I'm trash.
I'm also trash, but
I've been known to win the gulag and die redropping. I've been known to
late on the shoot.
Shit.
Yeah, I try and shoot people while we're dropping, and then
that's a gangster move.
And then like I'll forget that
super bold,
that, and I'll drop and I'll just die because I forget to deploy the shoot.
I like my little brothers are 13 and 10, bro. They're on that Fortnite every day. That's why I'm outside, because they're inside playing it, fucking losing their minds.
Yeah,
yelling and shit. I'm trash at that too. I don't do the battle royale thing. I don't get it. I'm like, what am I doing wrong? Yeah. I'm looting. I'm staying in the circle. What the fuck?
I'm staying
like, and I get fucking cucked every time. I'm like, bullshit.
You got to get the gas mask, and you got to come up behind people through the gas. I'm telling you, that's how you do it. You shoot them in the back, and then hide.
I tried to. Somebody told me to just like do quads, but only go by yourself. So make it like super hard. So you get better. I tried that, bro. I was like, okay.
Okay, so here's the thing. I hate doing quads, trios, duos. I love playing plunder, because if I die, I can come right back. Come right back.
Wonder where it at, bro.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to do all the time.
I drop at the airport every time. The airport where it's at. Them hangars, bro.
Dude, I know, but if you're not good at sniping, it's not a good place to be.
I actually got all right at that. Like, you just got to bite the bullet and use the damn sniper. You just got to suck it up and try your best.
The only thing
hard. That game's hard.
The bolt action snipe I'm okay at because then I can keep slapping it.
That old dusty rifle or whatever it's called.
Yeah, but you got to shoot people 3 different times before they die.
Yeah, you do. You do. It's wild. It's a hard game.
But
I like that Crash Bandicoot. I'd be on that.
Crash Bandicoot?
Yeah, there's on Xbox and PS4. There's like you can get the trilogy, all 3 games, in like a bundle for like $30.
No.
Oh, bud.
Dude,
We're not gonna see this guy for like 2 weeks now. He's playing Crash. He's not coming to practice today either at 4:00 because
no, 4:00 I'll be there.
You'll be there at 4, bro. Me and my friend Kieran are going. I'll see you there, bro.
Oh,
nice.
dude, I'm so pumped. Yeah, for sure, I'll be there.
Is Sam coming? You think?
Who?
Sam Lemon. He coming?
I don't know. It's his birthday.
It is his birthday. I saw it on Facebook. His birthday today.
Yeah, so he might.
He was the jiu-jitsu coach at my gym for a little bit because our other head coach took a little hiatus, and Sam has been with us forever.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And Sam is great at jiu-jitsu, bro. He I don't know like how he does over there, but like he actually taught me the armbar I used to win my pro debut.
Yeah, I'm
forever in debt to him, for sure.
Yeah, he was my first person that's ever wrist locked me. That was fun.
Dude, wrist locks hurt so bad.
I was
with that?
Face off of him, and
stupid.
So dumb. He just
stupid.
Strapped my elbow, pulled me down. I'm like, shit.
Honestly, rolling with anyone who's that good is stupid. In general, you're gonna get fucked up.
I know it is.
I hate getting wrist locked.
I would never be able to roll with anybody up there.
Dude, a funny thing about me, if we're sparring and you calf kick me, we are now fighting because that shit hurts.
Yeah.
I'll sit and pout about on the mat. That shit fucking hurts. So there's this kid we got at our gym named Matt Ingram. He's had 2 MMA fights, and they both lasted maybe 45 seconds.
Okay.
He just has something, not like the best kicker in the world, but like there's something about his shin bones, bro. They're just different. And he'll calf kick me, and I've been striking a long time, and I will just sit down. I'm like, my leg doesn't work no more. I'll just sit down.
It's dead now.
And you wrist lock me, we're also fighting. If you wrist lock me and we're doing jiu-jitsu, I'm throwing elbows. Because wrist locking, it's like a kick in the nuts. It's disrespectful, dude. It's like, all right.
That's so bad.
You're gonna make me squeal in this gym in front of everybody.
Yeah.
Also, their wrist locks are so sharp of a pain. It's so crazy.
And it hurts for days.
Yes. Have you ever seen a wrist lock in MMA? Is that a thing? Does it happen? Because it got the glove on and the tape and stuff. I wonder if it would work.
It's braced a little better. I don't know.
Yeah. I'm gonna ask Ken tonight.
Yeah, I know that
Ken would know. Ken Robinson would know.
He would know.
Ken Robinson, years like 10, 12 years ago, he fought one of my coaches in MMA in a ring. Dude.
Okay. That
was forever ago. Ancient times, bro. Ancient times. I believe the song "Click Click Boom" by Saliva was playing in the background. If that doesn't paint
That's how old it was.
If that is, there was Limp Bizkit and shit going on, dude. That was the glory days.
Everybody had starter jackets on.
Dude, people forget that Chuck Haskell. Everyone hates on him now because he cancels a lot of shows and a lot of opponents no show, whatever. But say what you want, bro, but that guy was the only person in the area who did MMA in a ring. And he had one of the most successful shows in the business for a long time. And then he lost the magic or something. But that man put on some fucking fights. He did 2 of mine, I believe.
Yeah.
One fight I was definitely supposed to win. And the other one I was definitely supposed to lose. But I won both of them, so fuck him. Dude, I was 19 and I was a senior in high school. It was like my 4th, 5th fight. And he matched me up with Damian Rose, who was a 31-year-old D1 All-American from Teal. And he was like 7-1 or coming off a year layoff or whatever. I beat him in the first round with a guillotine choke. He just shot a shitty shot, and I got a guillotine. It could have happened to anybody. I don't blame him. It could have happened to anybody. And I tried to give him a hug after and tell him I'm sorry. You know, that really sucks that you lost. I feel for you. And he's like, get the fuck out of my face. And he like pushed me away.
Yeah.
And I was like, we can do it again, like right now.
Yeah.
Best of 3. You can do a little best of 3 if you'd like.
I think I've seen that. I think I've seen that.
It's just so amazing, dude. People are so mean. I'm like, how do you get ahead in life being a dick?
Yeah, that's something that like is very rare in my experience with guys at the gym. Is like I just don't meet a whole lot of dickheads.
I've met a few. I'm not gonna name drop. I don't like to gossip, but there's a couple.
I definitely met a few.
Not to gossip.
Don't get me wrong. There's definitely a few. But like out of like I don't know the 80 people that I've met, maybe 2 or 3 are dicks.
Yeah, but then that really bothers me a lot, though. I'm gonna think about that the rest of the day. Like I've cross trained at places with some other pro fighters around here, and I feel like it might be I have severe insecurity. It's crippling insecurity, but like I'll feel like they're already annoyed with me before I even talk. So now I'm nervous. You know what I mean? I want them to be my friend. I want to like impress them with the conversation. I want to make them laugh, and they don't laugh, and then I'm like, oh shit. And then
Dude, you're super heady. I love that.
But then I'll try so hard to get the laugh, and then I can't get it. And I'm like, oh no, it's worse. Fuck. And then the whole drive home, I'm like, oh fuck.
Yeah,
that was brutal.
And then you realize you had shit in your teeth the entire time.
Dude, just shit.
Fuck.
But no, dude, I overthink things so much, bro. Like it's such a.
You know, something
cripple.
somebody said to me, it was actually just a few weeks ago, because I had reached out to them and I said, you know, I might be overthinking this, but, you know, here's what I think. And he goes, you know what? Smart people always overthink things. Don't worry about it. Keep being that way. Keep doing that, because it makes you a better person, because you actually dig deep into everything.
Yeah.
Because the reason why you have insecurity about, I'll say you, but I'm talking about me, myself, is like, if I don't know something, I'll be so insecure about it. And that could be just because I've never met you before.
Mm-hmm.
That's where I come at it from, like an insecure perspective, is like,
no,
well, I don't know them, so now I need to know everything about them. And yeah, it gets, I'm heady too, man. I feel you.
Dude, people got to speak the fuck up about being scared before fights or worrying about if this guy likes me or not. Everyone is so afraid to admit they're worried someone doesn't like them, but like we're all humans, so that we have to have a little bit of the same thought process, right? Like I think like everyone has to, but like you have to be honest about it, because like the more I feel like because I get very comfortable when I see people like Stephen Thompson or Holly Holm or Darren Till say they're terrified before a fight. I get some sense of relief from that. I'm like, okay, well, they're super sweet, so if they're scared, I'm good. But then so I want to say it too, so someone's like, oh well, Jason is scared, well fuck it.
Yeah,
it's all good then. I want to help too.
Yeah, but that's not sexy. So like,
no, it is not.
We're living in like this Instagram like filter world, and nobody wants to know how fucking scared you are. You know what I mean? But like, yo, I'm idolizing you. You know what I mean? But
hell no,
you real people, bro.
But deep down, they do.
Yeah.
Deep down, they do want that stronger connection, and they want to know that, because like what holds all of us back is that insecurity. That's what holds so many people back, is like just being able to get out of your comfort zone and get out of that secure location, or wherever you are. Like that's what holds us all back. So like if you want anything more out of life, you got to do what you're doing. You got to speak truth. You got to be the example to people.
Yeah, you do, man. And
it's just like you, somebody that's where you want to be is speaking the truth, which gives you confidence. So why wouldn't you want to reciprocate that for the people you want to help? You know, people just douchebags, bro. They just want to seem like they're not afraid of shit, and they're the shit. I'm the best in the world. This and that, man. I don't care, dude. If I'm world champ, bro, I'll be like, I don't know how this happened, but fuck it, we're here. It's crazy.
Yeah, like one of the first things you said, you know, how we introduced you, you know, professional fighter. Like I could just see your whole facial expression. Like, oh, man, this is
so
like,
funny, dude. It's so funny to hear that. I'm like, oh yeah, I guess.
yeah.
Dude,
Hey,
I
man,
was Oh, go ahead.
We're coming up on an hour and a half. I do want to be respectful of your time. I want you to come back on too after you've done a couple weeks or that month, and
Absolutely, dude.
talk about what happened out in Colorado.
Sure.
Cool with you.
Sure, man. Guys, thank you so much for having me. You guys make me feel so official. Thank you, man. I appreciate it.
We appreciate you just as much. We can bromance later.
All right, man. I'll see you at 4.
Anything that you want to say to anybody out there? Or where can they find you at?
Find me. They're going to come to my house and try to start something. No, man. I just try to be confident. You know, whatever your craft is in life, you know, work really hard at something. Don't like rank it. Like people say, I didn't go to college, or like I think college is like just as hard as what I'm doing. I chose a different route. Everyone chooses different routes, and you don't want to rank it, because like your problems seem worse to you than to me because they're your fucking problems. You have to respect that. Everyone's hustling. Everybody wants to be the hardest worker ever. Well, you can be. You don't got to voice it like, well, I'm working harder than you because I'm doing this and you're doing that. It's irrelevant. Like, I know people that are chemical engineers that are going to school right now for that. That is just as hard. That's not any harder than what I'm doing, and MMA is not any harder than that. It's just different. And I just preach, just be nice to everybody, man, and respect everybody, and be cool in general. Because if you're cool, man, life is so much easier.
It is.
So much easier. But again, guys, thank you for having me.
Yeah.
I'm glad I listened to ramble for a bit.
I can't wait to roll with you a little bit later on, man.
Yeah, man. I'll see you at 4.
All right. Bye.
All right, take it easy.